Reminisce on BBC Radio Humberside.
Right, 8:23. I just want to go back and have another chat about Bobby Mandrell. We've got some Hessel Road legends down the line. Russell Boyce, George Norris, who know the area quite well, who know Bobby Mandrell, who know Ray Millington very, very well. And I just think, here on the Breakfast this morning, we like to celebrate people doing incredible things, and we like to celebrate the sad times as well, because it is really, really sad that after more than 50 years as performing as a drag artist, Ray Millington is putting Bobby Mandrell away. So let's bring him in. Guys, good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. Russell Boyce and George Norris. Thank you very much for chatting to us. Russell, you are one of the perfect people to speak about this, because you have been photographing Bobby for years, haven't you?
That's right, yeah. Thank you very much for inviting me to the show to talk about Ray. I first photographed, he was actually called Kandy de Barry then, and it was in 1982-83, and I lived on St George's Road. I was an art student there, and basically so about 200 yards up from where I lived was the St George's pub, and it was run by landlady Clarice Mack. And one Sunday evening I went in for a pint, and there was this fantastic, chaotic, fun, exuberant scene going on as Kandy de Barry, Ray Millington, was actually performing his drag act, and I thought, this is fantastic, I need to come and take some pictures here. And as I was learning the art of photography, I was experimenting with different techniques, so direct flash, no flash, flash and blur, and because it happened every single Sunday, it's relatively easy to do. It's all in one room, and it was just wonderfully chaotic, with such fun, a laugh all the time. And I asked Clarice if it was okay, and I spoke to Ray. He said, yeah, I could take pictures. And they just ignored me. And because I became part of the furniture, I photographed a wonderful set of pictures. And then basically in 2021, I was able to follow up, because I photographed George. I also photographed George back in the day then as well. And basically I was photographing George again. And hit on the idea that Ray was still performing, at this time as Bobby Mandrell. So I followed up and did another set of pictures almost 40 years later of him doing his act. And it was just fantastic.
What's it been like just to see, just to see Ray grow and evolve and just entertain and make people laugh, make people cry, generations of people?
I think that's it. So what was nice is that on the second time I photographed him, is I actually brought some of the pictures from the 80s, and he went through the pictures and he was remembering the faces that were there, his people that were in his life, and just laughing and laughing. And he would tell stories. He said, oh yes, that happened here. And there's one picture, there's a gorilla in the act. And basically what used to happen is a person would turn up in a gorilla suit, thrash around the whole pub, and then disappear. And you go, what has just happened there? Beers would go everywhere, people were laughing, and it was just amazing. The beauty of the shows was it was just a lot of fun. So you'd leave your troubles outside, you'd go in there, have a wonderful evening, and Ray would you'd come away with a great feeling.
You don't really get this legacy anymore, do you? Someone doing something like this for, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, it's such a rarity. Do you think that's what made Bobby Mandrell so special?
I think so. I mean, he was very, very proud of his act, and I mean, he would describe to me the dresses. So he said he made the dresses, and sometimes he had them made, and he showed me his wardrobe. He's got basically in his house basically one room is completely filled with all the dresses. And what was lovely is that he had basically the Union Jack dress that I photographed him in '83, and he still had it there. And he said he made it out of an old duvet cover, and that during the act he would sing Rule Britannia and There'll Always Be in England before his sort of the finale of the show, where he would do the song "What Makes a Man," where he would transform from Kandy de Barry back into Ray Millington, and there was never a dry eye in the house.
Brilliant. Now I understand you're with George Norris there. Can you put George on for us, please, Russell?
Yeah, well, I passed the phone over.
Thank you. All right, George, you are no stranger to putting on exhibition. Based on what Russell's saying, all those dresses, I think there's an exhibition in that. What do you reckon? Do you reckon you can sort that out?
I think that the museum needs to have conversations with Ray, because that is his legacy, and he's spent a lot of money. We won't go into so much, but he's invested his whole life into this stage act. He's got more shows than Imelda Marcos. He's just one big fun character, and he's serious. He takes it seriously. He's professional to the T. I've seen him when he's not being really feeling well, and he's rocked up and he's put on the show for everybody and just had us all in tears.
What would you think is, you said the dresses are a legacy, the shoes are the legacy. What else would you say is the legacy that Ray's leaving behind?
I think his legacy is his memories. I mean, Russell did a beautiful film for anybody listening. It's on YouTube, Russell Boyce. And when it came through to 2021, we had this Humber Street Gallery exhibition last year, which had 15,000 people there, which was phenomenal. And the big part of that was Ray's life. And there was this recent film, and it can be found on YouTube. And it's serious, it's sad, it's happy. But his legacy is, he's put smiles on people's faces, and there's never been any trouble. Not that you're going to get that, but he's just a wonderful, wonderful human being. And I'm so sad that he's retiring, but people do that. So
people do. Please think about that idea. You need to have a word with the museum so we can get that exhibition on. Guys, thank you very much for joining us on the Breakfast Show this morning. Two Hessel Road legends there, Russell Boyce and George Norris, who know Bobby Mandrell, who know Ray Millington, aka Bobby Mandrell, very, very well, and obviously is one of the sons of Hessel Road, doing great things in that area for the area and for the city. In fact, it's really, really sad stuff there, isn't it? Keep your memories of Bobby Mandrell coming through 81333.